some of these things, some dreams are yet to be fulfilled. And one of the words you talk about is that you said we're going to fight until the bitter end to make sure some of these dreams come true, to get Kenya to come from a place where it was to where it should be. There seems to be a new dream in town, and that's a 2060 dream. So we went from an economic model to the broad-based government, which for all intents and purposes, folks are still trying to grapple with what exactly that was supposed to achieve. And you seem to think that we need to let some of those who are in that broad-based government to come and tell us exactly what was happening, or what has been happening. Well, no sooner than has that happened, there's now a 2060 dream. And this is where Kenya is being taken. Are you part of this dream?
You see now, okay, the question then will be, 2008 came up with a Vision 2030. That was in 2008 when we launched Vision 2030. Today we are here going closer to 2030, and I believe we must learn through the lessons and the achievements and the challenges you faced while bringing the dreams that we believed in, the developments and all that, and you move it to another vision. Definitely. So what will the vision be? Do Kenyans want it to be Vision 2040, Vision 2050, or do you want to do another 30 years and look at it as you learn from the lessons that you've had? I think that should be the clarion call.
Or should it be that the things that you wanted to achieve in Vision 2030, that you do an audit of them and see what you actually did, and then perhaps finish it?
You won't even finish. I believe that's what you're supposed with. I'm thinking, in the dream of your 2060, as I have said, you're looking at the lessons you've learned through Vision 2030, the developments you've done through Vision 2030, and the challenges, which I know the biggest challenge in Vision 2030 is the public debt because of the huge developments that we had. So as you move to Vision 2060, how do you deal especially with the challenges that you see within Vision 2030? And because the challenge we are facing today is that anything the president says, since he's an enemy of everyone, you think it's a bad thing. No, we have to come out now objectively. It's not about him. Will he be there 2060? No. So it's about those who will be there. Will I be there? No. But there are those who will be there. Kibaki did it for us. He's not there. But we have carried this vision. And I think that's what we should now stop personalizing it into the person, but look at the country. And let us ask ourselves, how do you sit down and create a Vision 2060, which already the AU is working on 2063, and borrow from? Or else you'll find yourselves, countries have moved on, because even all these things, when you look at Vision 2063 of AU, you realize the education system is this system all of them borrowed in, this CBE. But because as we had removed Form 5 and 6, the other countries did not grapple so much, because Uganda still does Form 5 and 6, Tanzania still does the same, Rwanda does this. It's only Kenya where we moved out and did a model of the American system. So we have to ask ourselves, how are we moving there? So for me, we remove the person and we focus to us. You have 2 years or 3 years to finish this vision, as we had said. Audit it. Look at it and see.
So you do think it's necessary to complete a vision, audit it first, before you imagine that you can go to another one 20, 30 years later? I mean, I'll give an example that people keep giving. China is, you wouldn't believe it, but they're still within the vision plan, the 60-year plan.
Yeah,
they're still within it.
Yeah,
but they have, with subsequent governments, have come in to say this is where we have reached, and with the original plan, we're going to keep going.
Yes,
to the point that they've developed, they are light years ahead. It's just that we've not been able to really see what that is.
Yeah.
But they didn't go to the next one having not completed the previous one. So what I'm hearing you say is that it is necessary to complete this one, at least look at the key markers, see where you have achieved, failed, before you even make a mention of going to another vision.
No, but the mention has to be there because you must start the team. You can't build it also here. Definitely no. I mean, not here, but you can't just build it the way we are saying. It's a team you put in place, isn't it? And I'm thinking this team must audit first the Vision 2030 so that you get the parameters the same way we did the Millennium Goals and the SDGs. So before we entered the SDGs, we audited the Millennium Goals.
And you had seen that you had made some strides.
Yes.
In fact, the United Nations had seen we'd made some strides with stakeholders. They came together and said, okay, fine. Now these MDGs will now become SDGs because we have made particular strides.
Yes.
Can Kenya do the same thing?
It has to do the same.
So should we be having a conversation about where we are going without an audit of where we are? This is my question. Because we've encapsulated people now in this almost, confused euphoria about, now we're going somewhere else. Without actually having seen where we're coming from.
But I think so. We've also, is there a day our country will look at the country without putting in politics? It's something we need to pray and ask ourselves that question.
Is that possible?
It is possible. It's just how you decide to narrate your ways. If you decide it has to be always in politics, it will be in politics. But the day we say, now, we are not in politics of the game, but we are saying, this is Kenya, our country. Now, how do we move? It's something that I know many Kenyans would wish to see us also engage without making the spices of politics in it. So for me, Vision 2030, 2060. 2063 is also there. I doubt whether Kenyans understand that there are things the AU are doing that will also affect us or build us if we don't follow through. And so we just need to have a team. That should be the first step. Put in the team, let them audit, and come out with a report and say, in your Vision 2030, you envisioned to have all these things that I see today. You envisioned to have all these roads, there, railways. It was a huge vision of how you industrialize Kenya. And that vision will move on because we've not really industrialized the country. We are still walking that journey. So some of the issues will be carried through and must continue. They are continuous until you achieve them. Yeah. And then there are new ones that are now coming up that you need to ask yourself as a country, how do we handle it? And I think after we went back into realism, because most countries today are more of themselves. It's not the way we would find countries opening up. Most countries, even America, you realize they've gone back into serious realism. So ask Kenya, how do you work in? How do you? So there are many geopolitical issues and regional issues that will affect even the vision as we move. Yeah. But as you say, I agree. Let's audit Vision 2030 and package it well as you carry and make sure the challenges you faced here, you get right parameters or indicators or whatever you'll call them to show you how you're going to deal with them.